Side, welcome, and we'll inhale and take a breath up. And as everyone comes in, we're going to be taking our slow vinyasa. That way you're coming in and you can see what's happening. We're going to go into a high plank, and if you would like, you can go into an up dog, and if you need to, just go straight into the down dog. That's fine. Breathe in, and then you'll add a little hip lift, down dog. Walk the dog. Let's get a little mobility in those calves, in the ankles. The heels may go a little lower as you're here. And then we'll lift both heels up and both heels down. Breathe in and out through your nose. And then leave your heels towards the floor and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you'll come up to your hands any way you want to, halfway position, and then go all the way up. Take an inhale, lift. We're going to open up the legs to a 5-pointed star, and then bring your hands towards the floor. Now, if you need to bend the knees a little bit, you can. Walk the hands forward and take a hammock pose. Press the heels towards the floor, press the hands into the floor. Hips keep going back. 5, 4, 3. This is a good chance to release neck tension. 2. And then walk your hands back underneath you, and you're going to bend one knee and bend the other. And this is just at your own pace. You may go lower, you may stay higher. Just get some blood flow, get some synovial fluid, get some movement. You're checking in with your body. How is it this morning? One more on each. A little Vini yoga. And then come back and let your right hand stay low, and inhale, lift your left arm up. Now we're going to stay here, a windmill pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then let your top hand come down. Reach your other arm up and hold. Windmill. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale, come down. Now both hands are going to go to your hips. You're going to breathe in as you lift your sternum up and go beyond a midline into a little extension. Elbows squeeze together. Breathe in. And then your hands can come together. Walk the feet together. Samasthiti, you got it. And then open up, lift, and go into Utkatasana. That's the first Utkatasana of the day. So self-select your range of motion. 10, 2, good. 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then gently come up. Beautiful. Arms come up. Go to a half moon. You might even wrap your foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really use the breath to add on intensity to the stretch. Go up and over, and you can hold your own wrist. You can take your hand down. Just find your Ardha Chandrasana this morning. 10. And then take that inhale. Just find where you need the stretch. And then come up. Both feet are underneath you. And we're going to exhale down to the floor. Now we're going to take a feet back position. And you're in a plank right now. Hold this, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then lower both knees to the floor. And you're gonna take a little flexion and a little extension. And then as your body warms up, it will get bigger or fuller or more range of motion. Breathe in and out. Breathe in as you lift your sternum and out as you flex your spine. Now you can stay here, or if you'd like to take a little down dog, up dog articulation, you can press your heels back and you can lift the heels and do the articulation here. Breathe in and breathe out. Waken up the spine in whichever posture you're choosing. Breathe in. Notice if the inhale feels a little fuller and out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And then you're going to take a plank and go all the way down to the floor. And if you were in all fours, you can just go down to the floor as well. Inhale, lift your sternum, lift your body. And if you feel like you're ready to push your way higher, you can. Go to the Bhujangasana, Cobra. If you need to stay on the forearms, you can stay in Sphinx. Now the breath, 10. 9, 8, full breath, 7, 6, glide the shoulders down, wrap the elbows lower, 5, 4, 3, beautiful, 2, breathe in, and then exhale, lower, very good. And the hands are going to come either beside your hips or at the interlace position, Shalabhasana. Breathe in and lift your torso, lift your legs, and hold for 10. You might get higher. And then relax, and then bend the knee or knees. Reach for your hands towards the ankles. Go up. Beautiful. 5, 4, good. 3, 2. And relax for a moment and either hold on to the other foot or do that both feet again. Here we go. Breathe, 2. And then exhale, relax, push back, knees open, frog pose. So the knees are going to go wide. The toes could go together. This one has some individual variation on where people feel their stretch is the best. So you're going to make sure you feel an inner thigh stretch. You can also rest your head if you're able to. Yep, there you go. So just see, you can always put your forearms underneath your cheek. If you're not quite able to reach the floor, that's just fine. Or if it's just more comfortable. So the knees are going out. Usually when they're in line with the hip, you feel the stretch more, but we're all built a little different. So find what works for you to relax the inner thighs. Five, 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to come back in so the shins are underneath. A child's pose for a moment, arms stretch out, breathe in, And then spread out your fingers, curl your toes, and take a downward dog and release the legs. So the legs are long, heels are pressing. 5. Nice. And then we're going to take the right leg up and then push the right leg forward. It's a pigeon pose, but if you prefer to take a figure 4, you can take that pose. So this is the outer hips. Then we just did the inner. Good. Breathe in. Yep, that a girl. Inhale. You might decide to go down as a lying pigeon. Let your head rest as well on this so your neck doesn't have any tension. We're going to come back up. Your hands might hold you here. If you're wanting to add on a little foothold, that's always a fun thing. 5, 4, 3, yeah, 2. Now the hands go to the floor. You're going to take down dog just to transition, and then if you're lying down, you can just take that other ankle to thigh, lift the leg up if you're in down dog into 3-legged dog, leg comes forward, breathe in. And in any hip pose you're taking, it is nice to do a little right and left rock and notice how those hips feel in different places. The leg behind you can usually go longer once you're here. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then as you're ready, you can lie down. Your forearms can act like a pillow, or maybe you can get your head all the way down. Just see, what do you need this morning? Just notice how you feel. You'll slowly kind of make your way up. You might even hold onto the foot or make it a different stretch. Add on an ankle, whatever you need. Hold. 5. Good. 4, 3, optional. 2. And then we'll come out together and add on a down dog. Beautiful dog. So beautiful. We'll walk the dog right, left, right, left. You can also lift both heels at the same time and lower and lift and lower. And then we'll meet together at the hands and knees and add on a bow pose in this position. So the right foot could face the sky, the left hand could hold on to the foot or ankle and lift. And if this is too hard, just do the opposite arm, opposite leg reach. Good, yeah. That's good, there you go. 5, 4, 3, that a girl. 2, lower, and then the other side of what you're doing. Go up and yeah. Pushing, lifting. 3. Lift that thigh. 2, there you go. I knew you had it in you. 2. And then lower with a 1. Really good job. And you can take a child's pose or grab a sip. Something to nourish you. And we're going to take a shin position up. And I'll show you a couple things you can do here. One is toes under, elbows squeezed together. So first version of Ustrasana. And another thing you could do, layer 2, let's go up, and then notice how the opposite arm is counterposing your weight. You could do this for about 3 counts. And I'm going to go ahead and show the other one. So 3 counts. But if you know you would like more, you can stay back here. 6, 5, 4, 3, good. 2, just whatever you do, you're even. Inhale, and then an arm forward, lower. Nice. I'm going to add a bend elbow on this one so you have a little tricep stretch, just for a moment. And then come back, and now we're low, a hero pose of sorts. And if you can, your hands go behind you, and then you lift up. Open your heart, and you can always take a high kneel, hands behind you. 5, push the hips up if you can. 4, lift. 3, 2, and then lower. Beautiful. The next pose is a passive squat. If that doesn't serve you, Malasana, you could also do a happy baby on your back. So if you're doing this passive squat, your hands can come between and you can lower. Feel your low back release here as well as the hips. And nice. Just a good one to keep in the repertoire. Now if you're on your back, you can take different movements and knee variations. I'm going to have us, if you're doing this squat, put the left shin under and the right foot is still on the ground, and you'll lean forward. Good. Option. Good. Atta girl. Another trick you could do is to put a yoga block under your booty if the issue is that it's too hard to get that low. Now I'm switching it up. This is really good. So just add a little wiggle if you'd like. I'm looking good. Forward. You should feel the bottom. It's like your soleus of that right. And then what we'll do is switch it up. So I'm going to put the right shin down, and I'm going to put the left foot next to the right shin. Lean forward and put your body weight on that left thigh. And if you would like, you can left-right move. Yeah. You're getting low. Yep, looking good. 10, leaning forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then both feet together is an option. So can you get little? Yeah. 5, 4, so your feet are together if you want, and you're hugging. Good. Nice. And then this is a variation. Open your knees, slip the arms between, and put them behind. And then when you're ready, have a seat. Terrific job. Good job, guys. Grab a sip. Good. And then we'll just take a moment to go down. So take an inhale, and on your exhale, lower down. And your feet are going to go to the floor, and we're doing a little bit more articulation for the spine. This is bridge. This is also a great pose if you ever need a modification on anything we're doing. Most people can safely do bridge. If you have a herniated disc, instead of all this articulation, you would just go up as if you were a hardcover book in a hinge. When you're ready, stay up, and we're going to take the arms overhead. So you're opening up, the palms are towards the sky, you're opening up the front body, the sides, and the hips are level. You can close your eyes and send the breath fully to your belly, ribs, and heart. One more, and then lower down. And then I want to offer a little yogic bicycle, which is an ab crunch. So if you have osteoporosis, you can stick with some bridging because those are a safer modification. But if you're coming up for the yogic bicycle, you'll cross your knee towards your elbow, shoulder blades off the mat. Feel your belly pull in, and we're doing 50 total. Belly in. You're breathing into your side ribs so that you don't lose your belly. You're not doing a big diaphragmatic breath. 10 more. And then when you're ready, your feet come down and you're going to lift up into bridge. This time you're going to put the fingers underneath you and interlace the fingers if you can. Walk the shoulder blades a little bit closer together and just stay up. Let the eyes close or soften and breathe. Two more. One more. And then release your shoulder blade flash. Your backup plan is to do another bridge, or even a single leg bridge, I should say. The other is another classic yoga pose, holding onto the big toe. Another modification would be that you just do a hamstring stretch and you're not flexing the spine. So if you're doing Utthita Padangusthasana, left leg up, right leg hamstring stretch, shoulder blades off the mat. The breath goes to the side ribs in a small sip type manner, but you don't take a huge diaphragmatic breath because you don't want to lose your abs here. Breathe in. Now relax your head for a moment, and if you're doing single bridges, this is a great chance to change that, or if you're doing a single hamstring stretch, change that. Okay, you're in Utthita Padangusthasana, 10, belly in, or you're in a hamstring stretch, 3. Inhale, and then recover. Let the legs move in your hands. You're doing a little rock. We'll take a happy baby together when you're ready. 5. And we're going to take the hands underneath the thighs, and you can come up and do a balance pose on your sit bone or on your pelvis. If you feel like you can add on, let go. And if you feel like you can add on still, extend your legs. 10. 5. This is Navasana in yoga. 3, 2, 1. Now you can take a hip opener where you go forward, or if like this, or if you would like, you can take reverse table or reverse plank. So if you're dealing with any shoulder issues that this doesn't serve you, you might enjoy a hip opener. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now relax, and if you were in a hip opener with one leg forward, that's right, you'll switch the legs. Good. All right, 10 of these Purvottanasana hold or reverse plank or your stretch. 10, 4, inhale, and then exhale, release. Good. Grab a sip, and good job. You can sit any way you want for that. As soon as you're ready, we're going to take a forearm plank. So grab your sip, and then we'll meet in a forearm plank. And hold. We're going to firm up. The scapula are on the back. Your head is pulling back. And you have your belly pulling up. Knees strong and long. 10 more. And then we're going to take Vasisthasana, either on your forearm or your side. Your forearm or your hand on your side. Let me fold that in. Good. I like to stretch out all the way through the chest. That a girl, double leg lift. is a fabulous backup plan. Breathe in, and we're going to go to the other side. You can flip. I'm going to face you though. Good. And so if your shoulder has an issue, you're also welcome to do a double leg lift instead. Good. You're finding what you can do. Strong. And then lower. Really good. We're going back to the tree pose on the side plank, Vasisthasana plus Vrikshasana. So I like to put the foot up and then head to the side plank. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Beautiful. 9, 10. Clever. Let's go to the other side. Gorgeous. Foot up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Gorgeous. And then come back down. Grab a sit. We're going to be going up for a moment. So we'll sit just long enough. And if you have enough room behind you, or you can make it, you can just roll over, pop your feet back, down dog, step or walk or jump up to your hands, halfway, and then go all the way up, lifting. Inhale, and hands at the heart, Utkatasana. So find your squat. Once you feel settled, hook your elbow on the other side of that knee, or the best you can do. 5, 4, 3, 2, face forward, and then the other side, hook that elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, face forward. And now we're going to stand. Let your blood pressure adjust. And then open up. 5-pointed star. Feet are roughly under where your wrists are. And we'll pivot the right toes towards the wall and reach out. And you can pretend you're up against a mirror or a wall. This top arm, you could take a few Vinyasa movements where you're just stretching it, moving it. It's a little bit free form. It's what your body needs. And then you want to feel that the scapula is moving. You're getting some stretching and movement. And then you can find a place to settle in for the triangle. Maybe it's a classic up or an over your ear. Yeah, lengthen. Now the power of that breath on that top rib cage. Good. Doing so good. You can feel it's a balance pose too. Make sure your knees are not locked backwards. It looks like everyone's doing well on my end. Take that inhale and let the legs and the core help bring you up. Pivot your feet. Switch sides. Inhale. There's a exhale. And your hand will come down. Maybe the thigh, maybe the shin. This top arm can do a little Vinyasa. Find some stretches. What does it need? And then find a place. The breath is now going into the top rib cage a little bit more. We're going to take another inhale and get ready. You're going to exhale your way up. Good. And then we're going to go feet forward, fingertips or knuckles down. And you remember how we did the knee bends earlier? You're going to pick a side. So let's say right. You could stay where your knee bend is comfortable. You could go all the way down. You've warmed up a little bit. You can take a wrap. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 6, love it. 7, 8, 9. And then shift over to your other side. Here we go. You can go to the height you need or the depth you need, and you might add an arm wrap. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Breathe in. Now we're going to exhale up. Your hands can help you. Once you feel settled, your hands go to your hips, go all the way up. Let your blood pressure adjust. Inhale. And then exhale, hands come to the heart. Walk those feet together. Nice. Samasthiti. Good, or jump. That's right. Right foot up, tree pose. And we're going to take our cow face posture here as an add-on. We're going to keep those posture muscles open. And as you're ready, your hands can go back to Anjali Mudra, where your thumbs are touching your sternum, your heart. Your foot comes down. You did so good. Let's take the other foot up. Tree pose. Now you can take your right arm behind you, your left arm up. Mm-hmm. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're lifting up through our jaw too. I should have said that cue earlier. Breathing fully. Oh, everyone looks so good. Take a big full breath. And then as you're ready, your hands can start coming towards each other. Good, at the heart, both feet even, and then lower. Ooh, take a sip if you'd like. We're going to add on a little bit more. It's still going to be balanced. And this one is, it's like your squat. In fact, your squat is your backup plan. So Utkatasana. Now I'm going to add one leg lifting up and crossing, and then realign your hips. So if you're taking that variation, do that here, or just stay in your squat as a modification. Eagle, Garudasana. Inhale. Oop. Slowly come up, hands together. When you feel like you're in homeostasis, Utkatasana. Regulate where you go. You self-select your range of motion. Right leg up and hook. Pelvis forward, and then your right arm can go under. Your elbows lift to shoulder height. Good job, guys. Take an inhale. Stand back up, hands together at your heart. Good job. We're going to go out to a wide 5-pointed star. One little rule of thumb is, like I said earlier, when you open your wrist, your right your wrist or over your ankles or ankles under your wrist. You're going to bend your right knee. Now the Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2, it's easy to accidentally want to shift your torso, but you're going to keep your torso upright. Now we're staying right knee on the ankle, palms up, and let's just look over that hand and hold. Full breath. You might even feel like there's more ability to go to your chest with this breath. You're lifting up. It's like your energy through your arms. More stretched out is harder. Legs together, closer is easier. Take that forearm down to your thigh, or if you want to go down to the floor, you can. You can even wrap here, just fine. There's so many fun things. Now we're going to be pushing hard with that foot, with that thigh, and going back. Good. Parvriti Virabhadrasana. Keep that 90-degree angle over that front thigh, over that knee over the ankle. Stretch, and now the breath, you can feel it going into this rib cage. It's like a half moon upper body. You're going to inhale and go to a Warrior 2. Virabhadrasana, straighten your knees. 5-pointed star. Pick up your other toes. And then just bend that knee a few times. Kind of get it trained to where you would like it to go with the second toe. Then leave it. Your body's upright. You're going to look over that hand. Glide the shoulder blades down. Good. Full breath, lifting the heart. We're going to inhale and let that forearm come to your thigh. Some of you went lower, hand to floor. Some of you added an arm back. Yeah. Full breath. And get ready. You're going to push with this leg. You keep on going past Virabhadrasana 2 and go into Parvriti. Keep that thigh strong at 90, 10. Yeah. Neck is soft. Five, 4, 3, 2. We're going to take an inhale and come up. Straighten the leg. Walk the feet back together. Hold on to Samasthiti. Grab a sip. You're doing great. We're going to do a little bit for the front thigh, the quad. Standing tall, and lift and spread your toes when you're ready so that you have a spread out foot position. I'm doing this a few times. And then the right arm can go up and around so you can find your foot, and if not, hold on to wrap or a band or something. So your ribs pull down, your pubic bone pulls up. Here you go, good. Do an inhale, adding on possibly. Now that's up to you. It's more like a Natarajasana. Oops, I'm in the way of the wall. Take a full breath. Good, come back as you're ready, hands to the heart. This whole side probably feels more open. Now the other side, lift and spread your toes. We'll go up with the arm, hold on to the foot, and it's okay to use a wrap if your foot's a little far away. Hold this upright, rib down, 10. Good, feel that quad. That's a girl. You may fold forward if you're lifting up that thigh like a dancer variation. Neck soft. We're going to slowly come back so that your feet are underneath you. Gorgeous. We're going to walk towards the front third of the mat. Lift and spread your toes. Now your left foot's going to go back about 4 feet deep. Try to land softly like lions are in the room and you don't want to wake them. Your arms can come up, Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. Now your feet are in railroad tracks. Some of you might prefer a little bit, yes, a different arm position like the field goal post. So your front knee's over the ankle, your back leg is strong. You have a little bit of that rib pull down and pubic bone pull up ab connection. Breathe in, hands together at the heart, hinge forward. Now you're going to inhale and land left foot next to the right, straighten up, Samastitihi. Good. Breathe in. The right leg, the other leg goes back about 4 feet deep. Front knee 90 degrees, arms up. Now you're pulling the ribs down a little bit with your abs. You're pulling the pubic bone up a little bit with the abs. Breathe in. Take that inhale, bring those hands to the heart and hinge. You're in one long line, crown to heel, and then push. Your feet are together, stand tall, Samastitihi. Good job. We're gonna go down to the floor, so and we'll take a sip once we're there. Take an inhale to go up, drop through the glutes, bring your hands, take your feet back, bend the elbows, take an inhale, up dog, and an exhale, down dog. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to slide into Mudrasana, and if you prefer, you can do this on your side for your forearm. So I'll show a couple of ways. One is forearm, foot back. This is a modified Mudrasana. You can also put your hand down. Full Mudrasana, 10. You can also do a double leg lift if you need. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then we're going to go to the other side. So you'll be either forearm, side plank, or a foot back. Lift your heart. There's an extension in this pose. lower. Very good, very good. Grab a sip and we'll head down. We're going to take your inhale to roll down. And then right ankle to left thigh. And we'll start with this rock movement in the ankle if you need. And if you'd like to add on, roll over to your left side till the right foot's on the floor. And you can open your knee away from you. Your right arm goes out. Teapot. Now inhale and then come to your lying on your back position and take your left ankle to your right thigh. Reach your hands through. You might rock, you might, move the ankle. You can extend that knee, that's a good one. And if you're adding on, you can just roll over. Your foot's on the floor, your knee opens up. Five, 4. And then come on back and let your feet go wider than your bridge pose or your hips. So you can drop your inner knee down and pick up your left ankle, arms go up, take a breath. We'll take an inhale and then let your feet go wide again, and you're going to drop your inner knee and pick up your right ankle. And then you're going to take an inhale, and on the exhale, come back up to feet on the floor. This is an eagle twist, so your right thigh would cross once and maybe hook the ankle. You're welcome to take another one if you need another modification like leg long. If you want to roll over to the left and your arm goes right, this is the eagle twist. Let your eyes close and enjoy. Take an inhale, and we'll go to the other side. And if you're doing the eagle, your feet are on the floor, then you cross your left thigh over, you'll hook your toes, and then the knees go over as a unit. To the right, the left arm goes out like a Y or a T. And then gently come back and release your legs into your belly for a moment. You can take the right leg up into a hamstring stretch and pour the left leg down. If you have a prop handy and you want to put your hips up on it, you can. If you'd like to add on, you can move that ankle. Point and flex. Move the leg a little bit side. And across. And back down. You can pour the other leg up and pour the other leg down. This is a great chance to do ankle rolls and keep the mobility in your ankles and pointing and flexing, spreading out the toes, articulating through your foot. You might cross the midline. Pour or melt into the floor. Yeah. You can go another angle. Slowly come up, and you can hug both legs. If you'd like to take legs up on the wall, you can do that with a prop or not. Shavasana is another example, another option. And let your body recharge as if you're on a charger and you're filling up your battery. You're filling up your cells with wellness and life force. rest, care, all of the expressions of love. And then take that block out if you have it. Slowly come up to a seated position that's comfortable for you, and any way you want. And then just lift up through your spine. And we're going to do a 3-part breath here. This is Dirga, and one hand can be on the low part of your breath, your diaphragm, and one hand can be on the sternum part of your breath. So you can imagine you're filling up a vessel, like a beautiful vase, and you want to inhale through the nose and expand this whole bottom part of your torso. Your hand will feel that expansion of your diaphragm and then the whole part of your rib cage. And every part of your chest, the right and left side, the back side. And then exhale, you'll feel the chest lower, your ribs will come in and your belly will deflate. And just have fun with trying to fill up every part of your torso, your respiratory system. Breathe in. Even on the right and left, the back and the front. And exhale, release. And then again, breathe in. And then just notice how that feels to have recharged your respiratory battery. Your mind is clear, your body is well. And we're just making an intention to listen to our body. It's always given us signals throughout the day of what it needs: water, sunshine, a break, a stretch, a posture change. It's always sending us signals for our favor and our wellness. Today I'm going to do a really good job of listening to all the signals that it gives me, and with so much appreciation. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming, guys.